So this guy said quitting cyber after 7 years. 4 months ago, I decided that quitting was the best option after 7 years working for mid-low consulting companies on architecting and engineering cyber infrastructure. I couldn't bear it anymore. And it's not just AI, it's everything. So I'm gonna even pause it right there real quick before I keep reading. Mid and low. When you're at one of them small companies that just taking any kind of contract and making promises that they know that y'all really can't deliver, it makes your life a living hell. I had a client where he was at this MSS sock, and them little cheap MSS socks take all type of contracts, and the work be bad. It'd be so bad where people just be want to go either do another job or get out of cyber because they experience so bad. And I tell a lot of people, it's like, do you really want to get out, or is just your role right now bad where you're underpaid and overworked? And most of the time when people like are paid appropriately and not overworked, they are fine. So I know for a fact that's something that they may be running into. Cyber was always a thankless job. You have to work with scrapes they send you just because upper level management and investors think you are an expense. They really don't see a value on it because why expend $2 million contract on a FortiWeb renewal if you can pay the ransom $1 million? The term risk acceptance is often used by CISOs that shouldn't be in that position anyway, and CFOs that want shareholders happy. I agree. That was actually something I brought up, like talking to a recruiter the other day about risk acceptance and being in different organizations and getting adjusted to different cultures. And hey, why would you want to pay, the $3 million ransom
Hmm.
when you could have probably spent, $300,000 on payroll to prevent the stuff from happening? So you got a point right there. And AI sits on the top of it. There was always a battle between sales and engineering. They would debate whatever the solution was to have the best money value to the customer. And sales will always say a dumb thing because they are not technical, and the engineers have to step up and make them redo the project. But now this balance is over because of AI. Prostitutes know everything, and you expect that your CISO or head got you. Ha ha! Jokes on you. He's the master prompter. The line paid for red teaming and black box testing. Ha ha! Drops a Caldera and red teaming get at the customer. Sock just just an automated sim dropping AI responses about your spams. Cybersecurity professional, just a guy who has all this bunch of certifications that he didn't just study for. Hello, drop sites. And don't get me started on the cyber jobs. Cyber jobs are skyrocketing. The jobs are there, but they will not hire you because they need experience or a certain vendor certificate because management don't know how to hire people based on their base knowledge. You got just certificates. You poor juniors will have a bad time. I suggest you hold on. Don't see my post and give up everything. That was my approach and only mine. See, good comments here. Consulting is not meant to produce outcomes. You're entertaining the circus while the clowns are hiding behind their suits. Mm.
That eight.
Let's see this one. I'm so happy to report that it could be different in certain fields. I do DFIR work for a forensic services provider. We're consultants, but the clients actually listen to us. And more often than not, tries to implement our recommendations. Some don't, but that's because those companies are somewhat hopeless to begin with, which is probably why they got breached in the first place. It helps a lot when your work means you come in only after a breach has occurred and everyone's afraid, but also motivated and eager to listen to what you have to say. And let me see if there's any more interesting things I see. One guy said you'd be a lot happier in an internal position where your voice matters and you can better align your work for your stakeholders' goals. And it's easy because you have formed a relationship with them and you understand each other's skills. Yeah. So I totally agree. I think he's had a bad look for the draw. He probably was at that company for a long time. Like I said, you are consulting. You're brought in to being a consultant. That doesn't mean they're going to listen to you. And
Definitely don't mean they're gonna listen to you.
it's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot for sure. But you had to add to that.
I just think it's a people thing. A lot of people don't have a lot of emotional IQ. I think it's important for it sometimes it's not you, it's just you're not a good fit for that particular person or business unit or stakeholder that you're working with, which does suck.
Yeah, I totally agree. Um, Now since we are here, um, let me get to some of the fun stuff that the people are watching, and I got something that we actually can react to. That'd be fairly interesting because I know they're so used to us like having a lot of. Where is this thing at? Episode 205.